All right. Hello, beautiful people. It's a day late this week, but better late than never. So here is your midweek manna. One day late. These past couple of weeks, we've been talking about what it means to be a United Methodist church member, and specifically the part in membership vows where we state that we are going to support our church with our prayers, presence, gifts, witness, and service. For me, that's really the heart of what it means to be a church member. So the past couple of weeks, I've shared a bit on prayers, presence, and gifts. Today, I want to spend a few minutes talking about service. When we commit to a vow of service, it means we are willing to serve our neighbors, people, no matter who they are or no matter who they are not. We are called to serve people who think and believe differently from us. And a lot of times we're even called to serve with people who think and believe differently than us. Service means that we are called to be an active participant in our faith. It's this word, this churchy Christian word called incarnation. Basically, what it means is that because Jesus came and lived in the flesh, he came and dwelt in these ancient neighborhoods, took up a physical space. That means incarnation, God taking on flesh. Well, we're not God. We are called to that same physical presence in our own communities. We are called to be the incarnation of Jesus where we live. And we do that through service. We don't just do it on Sunday mornings. We don't just do it in ways that are comfortable for us. We go out into the community and get to know our neighbors. And here's the cool thing about service. You don't serve people, or you don't go out for service because you have your whole faith figured out. Perfect doctrine, perfect beliefs, which I don't even think really exists, not a thing, aren't a prerequisite for serving others. We don't serve with others because we agree on everything. We commit to serving others, and we commit to serving with others because Jesus has served us. That's the core of it. We serve others because we recognize Jesus has served us. And last year, I was listening to this podcast, and they had on a church planter named Kevin Makins. I've never met Kevin, but he said something that I really appreciated, and I wrote down and want to share it with you today. We do want people to believe some things. Doctrine still matters, basically. We do want people to believe some things, he said. But really, what we want to see is, does this produce good fruit in your life? If you have great theology, but you're not caring for your neighbors, you're not caring for new arrivals, you're not volunteering, you're not giving your money to people who are in need, then who cares? And I love this line. If your faith isn't bringing a casserole to somebody in your church who needs it, bring them the casserole. That's what this faith is about. It's very gritty, hands-on. Friends, I love the grittiness of service. It's what we're called to do. Jesus didn't have perfectly clean fingernails. He got in the mess of it. Last week in worship, we just read a story about how he took some mud. Jesus got his nails dirty with people, and we are called to do the same. And now it's important with service to acknowledge there are a lot of different ways to serve when you're part of a church. And yes, that even includes serving inside the walls on a committee. That is a very valid way as well. Maybe you're more an outside the walls of the church person, where you go out on a ministry project that you're passionate about. In an ideal world, I think all of us are engaged in certain degrees of inside the walls and outside the walls service. Takes a mix of those to really have an effective church. So whatever a service looks like for you in this season, just do it. It's what we're about. It's who we are as people of faith. And it gives us life too. Because I think for me, what I've gained from service is that it allows you to build relationships with others. Service isn't about offering a hand up or a hand out. It is about sharing a handshake with someone who is standing right across from you. Somebody who is just as beloved as you are. When we take that mindset, if we are creating opportunities for handshakes with our neighbors, those who are different from us, that's when we are building God's kingdom. And that's life-giving. Because we're discovering the sacred worth of all God's people. Especially when it's not people who we would otherwise be spending time with. That, friends, is the beauty of service. So let's go get gritty this week. And in next week. And in the week after that. Let's get gritty in service. Alright, friends, that's it for this week's Midweek Manna. We'll see you next week when we talk about witness. So, see you then. Go in peace. You are loved. Amen.